Morning team, this is Ron Bloom and I wanted to welcome you to Turnitin.com. As a follow-up from my orientation this past September, I wanted to do a brief video to show you how to get started with Turnitin.com very quickly and easily so you can use it this term. First, I wanted to say if you are going to use Turnitin.com, you will need to contact Online Learning. You can reach Amy Ritchie, and they will set you up with a username and password so that you'll be able to log in and have professor access to the website. Once you're all set up, you're ready to go. So you can go to Turnitin.com, and as you can see, I'm going to log in. Just so you know, your email is usually your login ID, and then you'll have a unique password, as we all do. You can log in to Turnitin.com at any time from home or school and still see the same information as you would if you were here on the campus. Now that I logged in, you will see that I'm showing all my current classes that are going on for this term starting September. What I'd like to do is actually show you how to add a class. When you get here, you'll point at Add a Class and click on it. This brings you to the screen that says Add a New Class. You will give your class a name. And to try to be organized, I give my classes unique names so that I can follow them and make sure that I have the right information in the right spot. So we are just going to call this one Demo Class for now. You will also give it a unique password so that the students who are enrolling for your class will use this password to sign up for Turnitin.com and enter your class. You will also be able to set up a class end date. We know that this term, fall 2010, is ending on the 21st of November, so I can easily choose November 21st, 2010. Click Submit, and your class is set up. As you can see, it's been added to my list of classes, Demo Class. You also see a pop-up box. This alerts you that you've created a class. It has given it a unique ID and also the password that you gave it. These two pieces of information are what you will give the students in class. They will use the class ID and enrollment password to join your class so they can submit papers and assignments. Several professors will be using Turnitin.com throughout the university. As they each create their own classes, they will each have a unique class ID and password that they set up that they will give their class so that the students can sign up to that appropriate class and submit papers for that professor. You can close out of this box, and if you ever forget the class ID, it's listed as the first column on the left. This one's 350-3801 and Demo Class. Now that we've set up our class, we need to set up some assignments. Click on Demo Class. As you can see on the next page, we do not have any assignments set up. Let's set up the first assignment. Click on New Assignment. We're going to call this a paper assignment. Click Next. This is a general assignment. I'm going to give it a name of Term Paper. To the right, the default date sets for today, September 18th, 2010, which is your start date, at the default time. You can set up a end date or due date. If most of you have policies like myself, when the paper is due that day in class, it's due before they leave the room. I set my dates and times for the end of class that the paper is due. So for example, if my paper is due on the 22nd, which would be next week, and I set it for, let's say, 9:05 because I had a 7:10 class a.m. My due date is set for September 22nd at 9:05. By clicking submit, it will set up this class and start times. One note to tell you about due dates is that just as your policy would be in class, the computer shuts off at this specific time at 9 a.m. and will not allow students to upload papers after that time. You can easily go back and change this at a later date if you need to. Click submit. Your assignment has been created. As you can see, term paper, when it was created, when it's due, nothing has been submitted as of yet, and any time throughout your term, you can look at any papers that were submitted by students by clicking the View button, and I will do that now. As you can see, nothing has been submitted as of yet, but when they are, they will have the person's name, the title that they used when they saved it. The paper will be automatically given a paper ID by Turnitin.com and the date that they submitted it. You may go back at any time by clicking the breadcrumbs at the top left corner. Let's go back to demo class. Let's start another assignment for the same class. Click on assignment again. You will get the page. You can call this a paper assignment. Click next. It's going to be a general assignment. And shall we call this article review? Again, I leave this set up as the default date because it allows students who are overachievers, who like to get things done quickly, to go ahead and submit their papers earlier when they have completed them. If you change this date, it only allows the students to submit them within the time frame. So I like to keep it as the default date and time. Maybe this one is due a little later on September, and again for my policy, this is due before the end of class on that day. Once you've set your date and times, it's as easy as clicking submit. There are your assignments. A piece of advice I would offer to everyone is at the beginning of the term, I set up all my assignments for all my classes and have them ready to go. That way they are in there. Students can start working on their papers or assignments and then submit them when they want. And I can monitor them throughout the term by looking at the view status. That's it for now. I hope this helps you out to get started in Turnitin.com. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to stop by at Xavier 217 or give me a call at 2671. Good luck.